It finally happened. We got an announcement from Remnant 2 on the next DLC coming April 23rd, and it's called The Forgotten Kingdom.
What did I find? I'd learned of the Lost Tribe's fate and the ancient power that sealed it. The living stones. Such power. I'll find you, my lost tribe. My brethren. I am so close to the truth. I will not give up.
It looks like it takes place on Yaesha, expanding that storyline, which a lot of people have guessed because the previous DLC was expanding on the Lossum storyline. So it seems like all of the 3 year 1 DLCs are going to be expanding on existing worlds. So we got Lossum, this is Yaesha. We can guess that the 3rd DLC is going to be somewhere in Narud. But Gunfire Games has said in past interviews that they are looking to make a different type of game mode, something like survival from Remnant from the Ashes, or a horde defense, or some kind of game mode that people can play over and over once they've finished through the storylines and gotten all the items. So I'm really looking forward to that after all 3 of these DLCs are out. However, that's probably going to be a separate price and not included in the deluxe year 1 edition for these first 3 DLCs. So let's take a look at the trailer and break down anything that we see in there that could be interesting. And I have some theories on what we're going to see in the archetype trailer that comes out next week. First, sorry for pausing already, but I love the blue and purple that we're getting in Yaesha. Yaesha looks a lot more vibrant in this version. There's less of the red root stuff and more of the OG Yaesha from Remnant from the Ashes. We're seeing more blue, more purple. I love that. The statue up here is really cool looking as well. I'm assuming that this is going to be that little throne area will be the beginning of the DLC, but we don't know. This kind of reminds me of the Red Throne storyline. We're getting the little purple nodes instead of red, so I really love that. I really wonder if this is going to be like a prequel to Yaesha, like a between Remnant 1 and Remnant 2. What happened? How did the root take over Yaesha? Or if this is going to be kind of a going back to the beauty of Yaesha. This is definitely a boss room. You can see the stone statues kind of coming to life. This boss reminds me a lot of the Totem Father, or Totem Daddy as I like to call him, from Remnant from the Ashes. We got kind of new floating flying type enemies. There were a couple flying enemies in the beginning of the trailer as well. New colored little snake guys. I don't know what you call those guys. A new Lament type dungeon. We know how we love our Lament puzzles around here. I actually never did a video for Lament, but maybe for this one I will. So in the next couple clips, we're going to get previews of some new weapons. I love this color scheme, but we've got the staff here. Looks like a melee weapon, and it looks like the lodestone crown that you get in Yaesha, kind of like it would count maybe for the illumination perks that are on the amulet, I think it is. It's been a while, but this looks really cool. It looks very similar to the style of Yaesha. There you can kind of see that top part that looks like the illumination type thing. And then in this clip, I'm actually going to go back because we see another weapon here. It looks kind of like Merciless a little bit, but it's got the huge needle spikes coming out of it, which is really cool. And it makes me wonder if we're going to get an enemy or a boss like Gorefist or something with the spikes coming out here. And it looks like either bleed or root damage or something going on here. So that's really exciting. I like the look of that weapon as well. And then I'm still going to go back. We're going to go like line by line into this stuff. But this looks like maybe a dungeon boss or a mini boss. Perhaps you can see it's a flying enemy and it's got like a little thing on its back there. And it also has this tail like this that looks a lot like that melee weapon we just saw. So maybe it is the world boss, but I feel like it's too small for world boss. However, we have seen some smaller bosses. You can see there in more detail on his back a little bit. You can also see there's lightning there on his wings. So if we could get some lightning weapons and mods, that would be absolutely amazing. There were a lot of lightning things that came from Remnant from the Ashes in Yaesha. So we might see some of that in Remnant 2. And then this weapon looks like maybe a new AR. I can't tell if that's a new model or not. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below if you think this is the old AR just with a new different type of mod look to it, because you guys know the weapon changes its look every time you add a mod to it. And then of course at the end we get this amazing armor and the triple shot crossbow. So let's look back at that. Oh my gosh, amazing. So we've got the melee weapon on the back here. We've got the triple shot crossbow is what it looks like. I could be wrong, but that definitely looks like a triple shot crossbow. And then we've got the armor here, which this armor looks super cool. I'm assuming that the boss will probably look like this or similar to this as well, the world boss, but this armor goes so hard. And this is most likely the starting armor for the new archetype, which is named Invoker. And we're going to get a preview trailer next week on all the abilities and everything for Invoker, but this is most likely the armor set for it. It looks very mage-like, which is super cool. I was hoping to see a new weapon type introduced in this DLC with the introduction of an Invoker. I thought it'd be cool to have a staff weapon type that they could introduce. However, with the size of the DLCs, you would only probably get maybe 2 or 3 of them, so it wouldn't be as big of a change to like meta weapons or meta loadouts. However, I think that would be a really cool addition. But if this Invoker starts with the triple crossbow and this melee staff, they are probably going to be a great pick for hardcore or for your starting class, because that just sounds overpowered. So the other trailer I wanted to show you guys was from yesterday, and it was just a small little 20-second clip teaser for this new archetype that they were teasing the trailer that they put out today. But I wanted to take a look at it and see if we could see anything cool, and we can actually see the bottom of the Invoker's outfit in this video. So let's take a look. So right off the bat, we can see that it looks like the Explorer is going to be starting with a shovel now instead of the, was it the Hero Sword that the Explorer started out with? I forget. But there's Ford's Shattergun and the Repeater Pistol, and that looks like a shovel. So this is showing us the Invoker walking in. That is not the crossbow though, I don't think, but this shows us kind of the bottom of their outfit. I love this like cloak type of thing where it's got like the little glowing bits to it. Looks really cool. However, that is not, I don't think that's the crossbow. If I had to compare that weapon to anything, it kind of looks like Eye of the Storm, which is a Remnant from the Ashes weapon. I will say if we get more shock and overloaded items, I'm going to be super happy. We also got an article on their website with this amazing picture. This looks like probably the world boss is what I would have to assume, but it looks amazing. Oh, there's that weapon. And it looks like this is a different weapon than the crossbow. So maybe this is the weapon that the Invoker is going to start out with, but that cape looks amazing. I love that. And this looks a lot like Eye of the Storm. It's giving kind of Eye of the Storm vibes. It also looks like that mini boss that we saw in the beginning there. So that's really cool. I love the blue, and I think we're going to get a lot of shock and lightning overloaded type deal from this DLC. You can see here the Forgotten Kingdom is going to be $9.99, comes out on April 23rd. $10 is so amazing for these DLCs, guys. You're going to get your money's worth. You can run it multiple times and get different outcomes. There's always different endings to each of these DLCs. And it looks like here you can get the DLC bundle for $24.99 on April 23rd, and you can actually get all 3 of the DLCs. So Awakened King, Forgotten Kingdom, and the final one once it's available later this year. They did say it was going to be the first year, so it will probably come out sometime in June, I'm assuming, hopefully. So it'll be interesting to see what this Invoker archetype is all about and what items we're going to be able to get in the DLC. I'm sure they will fit the vibe of Yaesha. And I know in the Remnant official Discord, there have been talks of the Invoker being a skill damage class, having bonuses to crit and skill damage, and a way to kind of boost that. So that'll give us a lot of interesting multi-classes with other classes that have really good skills. But I haven't seen much more than that. I would love to hear your theories on what you think this new archetype, the Invoker, is going to be like, what type of passives, what skills, etc. I am looking forward to April 23rd. You know I'm going to be putting out a bunch of videos. I'm definitely going to make one on the archetype video next week. Make sure to subscribe for all the new DLC videos that are going to be hitting your inbox on the 23rd. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.